In light of the events that happened in Florida earlier this week, some Central Georgia Sheriff Departments say they're making sure to keep all their deputies well trained and prepared for anything. Kayla Solomon takes a closer look.
Here in Macon County, the Sheriff's Office say they train both their deputies and their SWAT team on a monthly basis. This training includes prepping for any situation that could happen when serving warrants.
The main thing I try to tell everybody is we want to train for the worst and hope for the best.
Captain David Freeland oversees the training division of the Bibb County Sheriff's Office. He says every deputy is required to train for a handful of hours every quarter.
We'll do ambush awareness training. We'll do some officer down training. We'll do some traffic stop training. So a lot of times, like especially with the officer down and the ambush training, it could be as they're approaching a house on a regular call, or it could be if they're approaching a house to serve a warrant.
Freeland says the general rule they have to serve warrants is for deputies to be paired up or to create a more extensive plan for the SWAT team if it's a high-risk situation.
Somebody who has a history of violence, probably, type of weapons that they might have there, number of suspects possibly at that location as well.
In Monroe County, Sheriff Brad Freeman says their training is more or less the same as Bibb's.
Our SWAT team trains once every 2 months, 8 hours at a minimum.
Freeman says even with the extra training, they treat every search or arrest warrant differently.
You want these guys to maintain their skill level. It's just like if you were playing a sport. You've got to practice that sport to maintain your skill level. Same way with the SWAT team or just a deputy in the field.
Both agencies say they do their training both in their respective counties and also over at the Georgia Department of Public Safety Training Center in Forsyth. Reporting in Macon, Kayla Solomon, 13 WMAZ News.
Sheriff Freeman adds that most deputies' cars have shields and other tactical gear in case of an emergency.